It's tea time. Hey, Sharon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Oh my God. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
It never gets old.
It doesn't. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hashtag Long Island Life.
It's wine of the week, Sharon.
CelebriTEA. T. Your uncorked advice.
Long Island tea. Hey, welcome back
Welcome back
to Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on why we love just being here on Long Island, where we belong.
Where we belong on Long Island.
Yeah, especially in the new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, Sharon, we're back.
Back at it again.
And how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. I don't know. I'm in a blur.
Well,
It's
I
New
feel
Year.
like we blinked and we're back and we just ran.
Oh my God, it's a new year. And remember when, we started this in 2020 and we were just trying to get through 2020?
Yeah.
And we were like, just make it through the year. And as soon as 2020 is over, it's going to
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah.
And we're going to be in 2021. And then 2021.
2021.
And then it's just 2021. You've heard it all over the holidays. I'm sure it was such a hard year because it was highs and lows and moving forward and coming back. So I don't know about you, but I feel like everybody just kind of thought when 2021 came that 2020 would be over and we'd be back to normal.
Right.
So I feel like going into 2022, people have like at least eyes wide open.
Yeah.
Everyone's like tentative. Like-
Exactly. Like, I'm not accepting that calendar invite
Well,
till I see the preview.
Yeah, I think this, the expectations are low.
Yes, totally.
So-
I love all the memes though that are going around. Like, I think, did you see that one where it's like, hey, circling back?
I saw the one where they had like the twin girls from The Shining, the little
my
ghosts,
God.
but there were triplets, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, here we are.
And here we are, and it is, it's not exactly a banner start to the year.
No.
I mean, we're busy, which is
Yeah.
great, but I kind of feel like 2022 is weird already. But then, it can only go up from there.
Right.
I think we're just trying to get through it.
Yeah. I mean, and we'll push through. We
Well,
always do,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think so. Whatever. It's a new year. Happy New Year. And I haven't seen you in so long.
I know.
So much to talk about.
I know.
And we're going to talk
We're
about
gonna
a bunch
spill
of stuff
some
for
tea.
our hot teas. We missed you so much.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people saying, like, we missed your podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I had a lot of text messages like, hey, did you do it? And I'm like,
What's
didn't
going
you
on?
listen? Like,
I know.
we said, no, we're not.
Yeah. And I missed a lot of my regular podcasts, too. And a lot of them did, like, best of shows or reran shows. And we just went dark. We were tired.
We went dark.
We gave everybody here that week in between Christmas and New Year's off. Mental health week, shut it down. Office was closed.
And I'll tell you what, everybody came back 100% refreshed.
Yeah, it was good.
And now it's,
I want to say
that week.
100% refreshed.
No,
but
Monday,
really?
they came back. Everybody's like, I'm back. We're back. Here we are. And then Tuesday rolled around and everybody's
Yeah,
like,
it was like,
okay.
I forgot. No, but I think it's funny because we did it for like mental health and just give everyone a much needed break. And I didn't even realize how bad I needed it.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know what? I loved the way the holidays fell this year.
Yeah.
The way it was like, Friday was Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and then Saturday was the day, Christmas Day, and then you had Sunday to recover.
Yep.
It was so nice.
It really was. I wish the weather was a little better.
It was hot.
Just for my kids' sake. It was rainy. I couldn't take it. By like the fourth day, I'm like, we're going to the park in the rain. I don't care. Put on your rain boots. We're
I'm
getting
like,
out
what is this weather
of this house.
Although we did have a little bit of a snow dusting on Christmas
Yeah,
Eve.
we
That was
did.
amazing. We had a
That
white
was
Christmas.
awesome.
I was excited about that. But yeah, I was like, of course, then it finally, thank God winter's here, but it finally came the day we came back.
I know.
They're like, Monday, just in time for you to be at the bus stop and go back to work. It's
Yeah.
cold. I'm like, oh,
It was like 60 degrees.
it
was
can't be
crazy.
freezing when we're off the whole week.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. So your holidays were good?
They were really nice. A little quiet due
Yeah.
to, the situation.
Everything got canceled. Yeah.
And I think, everybody
fine.
is just spreading so
fine.
much. COVID is just everywhere. So like everybody's getting it, every time you turn around. So my family, we're a big family. Christmas is normally like 38 to 40 people. And we were missing about 12.
Whoa.
So, it was quiet, but it was nice.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm here for canceling everything always,
Yeah.
I like to be.
Yeah, and it's funny because like we always say that because we're such a big family. Like I just want the one holiday to myself and like with my own family and like chill, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is weird."
Yeah, and then you get it, and then you're like, I don't know about
It's
this.
too quiet. I don't know.
I think that the holidays were fun and they were kind of nice and just relaxing. I think of course, a bunch of stuff happens over 2 weeks, but one thing I definitely averted, I was going to tell you how, I have my little Thomas, Thomas the Yorkie,
Little
who
Thomas
looks like a stuffed animal brought to life.
Yes.
He's so tiny and cute.
He is.
Little Thomas, and we've talked about my Christmas tree and how no one can touch it.
Yes.
And I have all these like very delicate glass ornaments on there that I've collected from through the years, places, irreplaceable. I loved my tree this year. I was very happy with it. And little Thomas almost single-handedly took down the tree. I swear to God, if there was a video of this,
oh my God,
it would be viral.
I'm surprised Thomas doesn't have a video of it.
All the cameras in our house, we probably do. So I'm sitting there in the kitchen, and we have like an open kitchen, right? And you can see the tree, and we have Rock Band set up. Okay, so next to in a corner, there's like a microphone, a tall one. And little Thomas was like going after one of his toys or something and got caught up in the wires.
Oh no.
And he's running, and the microphone falls on the tree, and I look and I can see the entire tree starting to fall. God. And I scream, and I'm like running towards to catch the whole tree.
Oh my God.
And the more I scream and ran, little Thomas was running more. Like he was freaking out, like spazzing. And I was like,
dude,
oh my God. How this little bitty 5-pound dog almost took out this 8-foot giant tree? But it was saved. I was like, Thomas, you almost went right back to that shelter. I don't know what just happened. I was like, yeah, that was a close one.
You would have totally been Clark and like cutting down your neighbor's tree.
Oh,
a lot of sap.
My God. Yes. It would have been like that. And man, we watched all those movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I tortured my whole family with all those movies.
Oh my God.
And it's so funny because I watch those movies and you see something different every time. At least I do.
Yeah, you catch something different that you didn't catch before.
Because you're growing older and you have more of these experiences and you relate to different parts of the movie or different characters. So when I was watching Miracle on 34th Street, again, now that we've been to Port Washington and knew the house was there, I never caught all the references to Long Island before.
Oh, okay.
Like when he's talking to the guy was like, he's like, Santa Claus is talking to him and he's like, well, would you be here forever? And he's like, well, I'd really love to have a house on Long Island someday. And I'm like,
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I know.
It's so funny because like as a Long Islander, that's all I heard in the movie,
right.
Because you just recognize it. But now you're a Long Islander.
It was so funny. And I was watching it because especially at the end, hopefully this isn't a spoiler alert. Everybody's seen Miracle on 34th Street. It's black and white. Come on. But at the end, when they save Santa Claus because of the post office and the letters, and that's how he's legitimized. But they kept it's so political.
Oh, yeah.
It's all New York politics. Yeah. And the guys, like the judge's friend is trying to tell him, I barely got you elected to judge. You don't want this case. And he's like, I'm telling you what the unions, they're going to be out of work because of this and that. And I was like, oh my God, this is totally a New York story.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I loved it. I loved all those Christmas movies and the holidays were fun.
What was your favorite thing you got for Christmas?
It's so funny. I'll tell you one of the things we got in a minute, but I got 4 pairs of shoes.
Did you? You asked for one, so you got 4?
I asked for a new pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
And I got 4 different pairs of shoes. It was the Christmas of shoes.
I love it.
And I was here for it.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it's funny. I was telling my kids, I'm like, it's like every personality of mine.
I love it.
It's like every spice. I was like, this is my sporty spice. And this is my posh spice.
Yeah.
Because I got like high heels and I got sneakers and I got some ASU little kicks.
Yeah.
And then I got, some Toms boots.
Nice.
Toms are my favorite. So it was awesome. And then my favorite thing is I'd asked for our wedding pictures to be blown. I wanted a big one.
You did get it?
Yeah, so he actually got this gorgeous frame and there were 3 pictures from our wedding that we put up and it's like so awesome. I love it.
Good boy, Thomas. That's awesome.
Yay. How about you?
So I got clothes and I got tickets to Tina Turner's Story on Broadway.
Ooh, cool.
I'm going this Saturday. I'm so
It's not
excited.
Canceled?
No.
Oh,
so
thank
far,
God.
so
Thank God.
good.
No wonder
yeah.
you've been looking so cute lately too, by the way. I've been noticing.
Everybody's like, well, look at you. And I'm like, rocking a new wardrobe.
Christmas happened. Oh my God. That's awesome.
Yeah,
you look so cute.
Thank you. I'm so excited for Tina though. Like I grew up listening to Tina Turner. So did Dan. So I think it's going to be super fun.
She's such a baddie.
She is. And she's so hot.
She still is.
I mean, come on. Those lights.
I love her confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. And
yeah, I'm
thank
really
goodness that it's still going.
Yeah, let's hope it stays.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't been to the city in a long time.
Yeah, I went to the city the week before Christmas and it was so awesome. We always see the Rockefeller tree and it was just, I loved it so much. It was so great.
Yeah, it feels like the holidays,
And
right?
and it was nice. It was, I mean, that's when I was like glad it was warm.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's warm.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good day.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I'm hoping with the snow that we're getting.
I'm so excited.
I know you are.
I'm excited about the snow.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow. Finally,
Happening.
winter's here. Yes.
Yeah. And then it'll be gone.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be stuck in I-95 traffic for 24 hours like those poor people in Virginia, for God's sakes.
Oh my God, that was insane.
I was like, no, ma'am. That's what I love about Long Island, though, is like it snows 4 or 5 times a year if we're lucky, like maybe 3.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
You sled and it, you know, yes, some people have to shovel or whatever, but like maybe once. I don't know.
Right.
That one year we had those the first
like
year I was here, like 4 nor'easters, and it was every single weekend
and like
in a
there
row.
were wind gusts, so like sometimes there would be like 5 feet of snow.
It was amazing. It was so fun.
Like people were going to the Target parking lot. I know I love Target parking lot.
You're obsessed with the Target parking lot again.
But they were going to Target parking lot, like snowboarding on these wind drifts. Like,
I mean, what can you not do at your Target parking lot?
Exactly.
You can watch the sunsets.
I'm telling
and
you what,
snowboard.
Bayshore Target, all for it.
I love it. I'm excited about the snow, and I hope my kids are like waiting for it. We got a new sled,
so they're like,
Ooh,
that's awesome.
We want to go sled. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
But you know what else is fun is drinking wine of the week, and we're back. And there's no dry January here.
No, nope,
not happening.
We talked about it.
We did.
We said maybe.
Yeah, we said maybe. We weren't going to drink today because I was supposed to have a dinner tonight. Got canceled.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that's out.
And we're here for it.
Where's
again.
Long Island wine?
Exactly.
And we have a great one today.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. It's the Wölffer Estate 2019 Chardonnay. You know I love a good chard. Mm-hmm. This light, shiny, golden in color, beautiful, elegant Chardonnay aromas fill this glass. Fine, ripe fruit with a lush creaminess and abundant floral notes. The mouth feel is ripe, but delicate and very well balanced.
And it's Wölffer, and Wölffer is...
You can't go wrong with Wölffer.
Yeah, so most of the vineyards are on the North Fork, for people who don't know, and then there's Wölffer, and then one more duck walk on the South Fork, which is the Hamptons.
Right.
So Wölffer is really like the signature vineyard of the Hamptons.
Did you see what we posted on Discover Long Island's Instagram of how they decorated for the holidays?
So pretty.
Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
I was there while they were decorating it.
Oh, cute.
And it was like I couldn't wait to see the finished products, but I didn't stay long enough, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's beautiful, and it's where you go to like see all the celebs.
Oh yeah, Justin Biebs.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this from anywhere else in the country, I think it's probably the largest national distributor of wine, Long Island wines. So you can check with your local distributor because you can sometimes get, summer in a bottle or...
Yeah, I mean, like we did for you in Texas.
In Texas, yeah. So if you can get it in Houston, and I think you can get some Long Island wines in Nashville. So anyway, make sure you ask for, if you're curious, Wölffer, and, any Long Island wine you can get, but Wölffer is the one I think you can probably get most widely across the country. So yeah, thank you, Long Island Wine Country, for another year of sponsoring the tea. We're super excited to bring you new wines every week. And if you're a dry January, then just save it up. Just take notes.
Stock your cabinet or your wine fridge.
So speaking of dry January, everybody's doing New Year's resolutions. And I just was listening to this podcast that I like to listen to every now and then. It's called DMOU, which is Destination Marketing Organization University is what it stands for. And it's like this guru, Bill Geist. He interviews all these people. And I was listening to it last night.
He's such a podcaster. Like his voice, everything.
Yeah. He's been in the business forever, and he's got a great podcast. Highly recommend. But it's mostly tourism stuff. Right. So unless you're in the industry, it's not, really for you. But
it's cool to, even if you're not in the industry, to listen to and hear like the story you were telling me and you're about to tell.
Yeah.
I think that's incredible.
Well, you listen to all these different podcasts. That's what I love about podcasts. Yeah. You never know what you're going to learn.
Right.
And I kind of just tuned in because they said something about New Year's resolutions. I'm like, oh. So here's the cool thing is that he had a guest on who was the CEO of West Virginia Tourism. And, we do a lot of research and data for tourism, but they did a unique study with Longwoods, who we've done some stuff with, which is amazing. Very reputable company. But they did a study leading into New Year's about New Year's resolutions.
Right.
Just a national study. How many people are going to do New Year's resolutions? What resolutions you're going to have? It was really interesting. And so what they found was 9 out of 10 people said, yes, they're going to have a New Year's resolution. And 3 of 4 of those people said that they were going to, their resolution was to prioritize memories over material things.
Okay.
Which makes sense, right? This year, after what we've been through.
I think you see so much.
Couple of years. And here's a couple of other interesting little factoids that they came out. 75% of people said they wanted to learn something new.
Wow.
This year, which I totally get.
That's a big number, 75%.
Yeah. And so they said that, and there was a whole bunch of data they did also around tourism that said people are taking shorter trips, closer to home, but they still want to learn and experience something new.
Okay.
And that's where we come in to let people know about Long Island tourism, and have never been here before, right?
Yeah.
But if you think about it, they were like, people taking up fly fishing or longboarding or whatever it is. People are just like, I want to do something new, and you can't go on these big, giant vacations and things are kind of up in the air.
Right.
I like it. I thought that was really cool. And then there was one of the things. Oh, the number one thing they said is 70% of people wanted to improve their family dynamic.
Wow.
Which I think is interesting because, people have spent a lot of time with their families.
Yeah. And that's probably where it stems from, right? So they got so used to it. And then now, we're kind of back to...
Well, I think, yes, I think we spend a lot of time with our families, but I think... over the last 2 years, the one thing that has been universal is people have changed their priorities.
Yeah, 100%. And we see that all over.
Yeah.
It's not just the workforce or anything. It's just in normal conversation, how many people have changed their lifestyle and what they're doing. And going back to New Year's resolutions, whether or not, they're putting priority on their family or health or, whatever. But
family, you realize that life is fragile.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. You're at the end of the day, it's all about your family, and you're going to be potentially trapped in your home with your family. So,
and what's more important?
Nothing's more important,
right?
So, I think that that'll be the silver lining when we look back in history over all this, what we learned, so it's interesting. I love that data, and here's the cool part to our team that's listening. So, what West Virginia did with that data, which I think is brilliant, and this is what happens when you actually have a budget and you can do fun things, is they took that study and they offered it to the whole industry for free, which was amazing. And then they did a promotion where they told people to send in their New Year's resolutions and that they could do in West Virginia. And then they did 10 full paid trips.
And that's amazing.
And they gave away 10 full paid trips to West Virginia to fulfill your New Year's resolution. And they had sent in a video. And so they had over 3,000 entries.
That's amazing.
And then the cool part is, then they, if you win the trip, you have to agree to be captured by a film crew, and they capture all of their trips in West Virginia, and they're using that as their marketing campaign about how to live your best life. And I was like,
absolutely brilliant.
I love our industry. I feel like people in our industry are so creative.
They are. And
it's inspiring
and hospitable and loving.
But just
and
really it's amazing. You have to stay fresh and nimble and all those things. But to come up with something that just completely out of the box, I love that.
I love that. I think that was
creative.
incredible. And whoever thought of this was absolutely brilliant.
I forget her name, Julie or something. When you
come, now you're forcing people, not forcing, but inviting people to come to your state and, know.
Well, it's the cool part is that you're fulfilling somebody's resolution. You're doing something that they'll remember in their lives, their family,
creating
forever.
Memories, right?
You're creating something for somebody that is going to be a lifelong memory, which that enough is amazing.
Yeah. And then you're getting film captured the
and
whole
then you're
time.
sharing that. And I love that it's authentic. This is not like, showing a bunch of models.
Right.
Experiencing your destination. This is like real people, and I loved that concept. Anyway, so cheers to West Virginia. I was like, you guys are awesome, and thanks for sharing that data about New Year's resolutions. So with that being said, are you one of the 9? Did you do New Year's? No. Same. Sharon and I we're debunking the research already.
We are saying no. I mean, no. Obviously, you have so much as an individual that you always want to better yourself. You want to do it, whatever. But why do it on New Year's? New Year, new you, I guess.
No. In
I'm
fact,
over it.
Same. I was like, dry January? Nah. In fact, so it's so funny. I'm going to Arizona soon, and my sister was like, make sure you do your 30-day dry January before you come here.
Why?
And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
No.
Why would I do that? And she's like, well, I mean, everybody should really do 30 days a year. Just,
consecutively.
Right. Exactly. So here's what I said to her, and you'll appreciate it. So I was like, oh, well, what happened is I had 2 children. So I did 2 years.
Right.
So I have 24 years stocked up.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm going into my golden years. I'm fine. I was like, no, I did it for a year twice.
Right.
So I don't need to do it again.
I did it 3 times.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Here we go.
You're set for
I'm
life.
set.
I know. So cheers.
Cheers.
No, I didn't do New Year's resolutions. In fact, I'm actually. Oh, sorry. I got to. Sandra Day O'Connor taught me never ever do that. I'll never forget when she yelled at me for toasting her, and then she's like, "Are you gonna take a sip?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, yes, ma'am. Sorry."
I'm sorry.
And speaking of legends, but so in fact, I'm doing the opposite of New Year's resolutions because last year I was like, New Year's resolution, what am I going to achieve? And I signed up for the Pure Barre Platinum Challenge.
Yes.
Which what that means is that Pure Barre is like because people are like, what's Pure? Pure Barre is a workout that I've been doing for a zillion years, and I love it. And it's like a 50-minute workout, and it works everything. It's based on like a bar, like a ballet bar, but it's like Pilates. Anyway, I love it. It's my happy place. I've gone for a zillion years.
It's popping up all over on Long Island.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
Like, I'm not even lying that when I first moved here, people ask why I live in the neighborhood. It's because I had to live near there were only 2 Pure Bars.
Yeah. And there's probably
on
like
Long Island at the
50
time.
now.
Yeah. One was in East
I bet
Docket.
it's because of this podcast.
Oh, probably. I
Imagine.
talk about it all the time.
That would be cool.
No, they're everywhere. I think it's because, because it's a great workout that works your whole body.
It does. And
but
everybody
it's
who
low
does
impact.
it. Yeah.
It's low.
They
It's
love
like,
it.
it's something that anybody of any age, of any size, of any body type can do. And it's challenging forever.
Yeah.
Like I've done over 800 classes and it's still challenging.
Yeah.
But I decided I was like, because I used to like, you sign the bar for every like
Right.
100, 250, 500, whatever. So then they had the Platinum Challenge last year, which is 15 classes a month, every month for a year.
Yep.
And in 2021, like I signed up, I was like, oh, well, we weren't traveling, we weren't doing anything. I'm like, oh, I can actually do it this year. I'm going to do it. And then it was like, it's hard. I had a wedding like in April.
Got
I'm
married?
like I'm traveling now again.
Right.
15, like, and it has to be at the studio.
Right.
Like you
Your
can't,
studio,
if you're
yeah.
traveling, it doesn't work. You can't go to another studio.
Right.
And so I was like, and I did it, but then it became towards the end of the year, like pressure.
I know. You were
Because
really
I was
sweating
flipping
it.
out.
Yeah.
Because we're so busy. We have our annual meeting. We have all these things. And I'm trying to carve out time to go to class. And I had to go because I'm like, I've done it for 7 months.
Right. I'm in it.
Imagine
Here we are.
you blow it 3
Right.
months before and you've done, and even Christmas. I was like, if I don't get to Pure Barre,
Yeah.
I was so worried that somebody's going to get COVID or the thing was going to
Oh,
shut
yeah.
down. And I
Yeah.
was going to like the week before not make it. I was flipping out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I guess my point is it took my love and a happy place and turned it into like a really stressful challenge that I had to compete with. And so I'm like, they're like, sign up for 2022. I'm like, no.
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 Hard no.
No,
Thank you.
No. I'm not doing any of that because the whole point is to just like there were days where I would rather have walked my dog.
Right.
Gone on a walk or done something with my kid, like done something else.
Yeah.
And you can't.
Yeah. Well, I feel like for a long time that was like your therapy, right? Like that's your happy place, your where you go. I'm the same way. Like I like to go walking outside, It's now 30 degrees and I'm like, nah.
Nope, not your happy place anymore.
Nope.
I know. Yeah, well remember it's funny because I still have to fight myself to like I almost became an instructor. Remember that?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I should become an instructor.
I don't know about that.
And then they just said something else the other day and they were like, become an instructor.
How psycho you get about it.
Wait, first of all, can you imagine? It was such a
I'd
terrible
join your
idea.
class. I'll just put it out there. I would join your class.
Thank you. I would be militant, first of all.
You would be.
And you would not want to take my class, I'm sure. But also, I went to the actual, like, audition, like, auditions or whatever it is, like, interviews.
Yeah.
I didn't even like change into my clothes because getting there, I already realized it was an obligation. It took my hobby and my release and turned it into an obligation.
Yeah, and
so I was like,
it didn't
no.
Yeah, exactly.
But I swear to God, I saw it the other day too. They're like, we're hiring teachers. I'm like, stop it. I'm not going to be one.
Look away.
So anyway, I finished it though, and it was just an incredible feeling. I finished it, and then in addition, after my last class, even I went to that 90-minute intensive that I posted about.
Oh my God.
It was
So
unbelievable.
wait, you did it back to back?
No, the next day.
Okay.
So I'd finished my 15, I'd finished the Platinum Challenge, and then there was one more class that was like the end of the year, 90-minute, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah. I was so proud of you.
It was
I think
horrible.
it's so amazing.
Thank you.
It's such a commitment. It really is.
It's good. I'm glad it's over. I'm not doing it again. No resolutions for me.
I bet you will. I know you.
No, but now the next thing, I'm like, I still have a goal, right?
Yeah.
It's still good to set goals. My goal, the next bar that I can sign is the 1,000 class.
Oh
So
my God.
I've got 120 classes to go. So
Okay, you got
it's
this,
fine,
girl.
whatever.
I know you do.
But the other thing I got for Christmas is I got a Peloton.
Dun dun dun.
I shouldn't say I got it. Thomas buys always every year like a surprise
Big
gift for the family.
gift. Yeah.
And he bought a Peloton for everybody.
Are the kids doing it?
No. First of all the teenagers, we have to have a Peloton.
Yeah.
Everybody has a Peloton. If I had a Peloton,
Yeah.
you know what I would do? I would ride it every day.
So I asked for
Guess
the
who's been on the Peloton?
tread.
Nothing. Not one. I'm like, anyone riding the Peloton? No. Kids? No.
You on the bike? Nope.
Because we bought them all their shoe size, which are like $100-something.
You did? Why did you do that? I told you.
No, not once.
Oh my God.
Not a single one of them has been on it once.
So
Okay, so you,
you
yeah.
have been,
Yeah, but go to what you have one.
and my sister has one, and I like borrow it every once in a while, and then I do it, and then I can't walk for 4 days. So then I'm like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
doing it again.
Well, right. Well,
And she's like, you just got to toughen up. And I'm like, no,
it's horrible.
cannot.
It's horrible.
You can't
I mean,
sit,
I
you can't
I
walk.
do like it.
I
I
hate
like
it.
it. But I've been, the cool thing about it, like I did SoulCycle a couple times. And the first time I did it, I think, I told the story.
Yeah.
Like I was pretty in tip-top shape at that time too,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
not like now where I'm like, But I went and did a SoulCycle class and it's 45 minutes of and I'm competitive,
Yes,
crazy.
yeah.
So I was like keeping, I was looking around and I couldn't believe these people.
Right.
I'm like, why are they doing this better than me? So I was insane.
Oh,
And
God.
I was crazy and also very frustrated and upset that I
Right.
was not doing a good performance. And I'll never forget, I clicked out of the SoulCycle and I stepped off the bike and literally fell. My legs were like full.
Jello.
I
It's like,
literally
did you see
ate
that
it.
movie with Amy Schumer? What's
Yeah.
the name of that movie?
No, it was called Trainwreck. I remember, I think, seeing the whatever what
was the name of it?
It wasn't Trainwreck, was it?
No,
There was
it's
another
weird.
one. It was like
I Feel Pretty.
I feel pretty. I saw that preview, and that had happened to me. I was like, "This is my life." I stepped off the bike and
Oh my
immediately went down.
God.
And
Oh my God.
then, for a solid week, I had just moved here. Remember
Yes.
that? I could not step off a curb with any confidence.
Yes.
I stared at it.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
It's like the Peloton, like literally.
It was horrible.
My house is 1,000,001 steps. So my sister lives downstairs. I live upstairs. And like I've gone on the bike probably twice and she's had it for like 2 years. The first time I went on it, I was literally crawling up my steps because
Yeah.
I could not
Yeah.
move my legs.
Yeah.
I'm like, help.
It was horrible. It was horrible. I felt like one of those people that. Yeah.
Laying on the
I remember because
steps.
at that time I was in my rental house and you pull into the garage and you had to go up this very steep flight of
Yes.
stairs. And I was like, I feel like one of those people that you see that's like having to learn to walk again and grab the stairs.
Yes.
Like the rails.
Yeah.
I honestly had no leg. I was like, what's happening? So the cool thing about the Peloton though is that I'm not surrounded by people. So
Right.
I don't.
You don't feel competitive.
I'm starting with the beginners.
And you love the trainers.
I love the trainers.
Yeah.
They're really motivating.
Like I love
was
the 90s hip hop rides.
I haven't done
love
any of those. No, Sharon, I'm trying to ease in. I've done 2 beginners.
Okay.
Today,
All right.
I did advanced beginners. I'm trying to be very responsible and not go insane.
Okay.
And it's hard.
Yeah, well, because you get like massive headache.
Oh, yeah. So I step off the bike today. I like have a constant headache for now because I'm
Right.
like 1,000 degrees. Also, I get like exercise-induced headaches anyway,
Yeah.
which is why I love bar because I don't get that.
You know what I was thinking? After you told me that, you should probably get like a stand-up fan.
I need
And just
for
have a
sure
fan
a
blowing
fan.
on
You're
you.
100% right. I was
Yeah.
thinking that today. I was like, I need a fan blowing on me. So I get off the bike, and this is literally a conversation that Thomas and I had this morning. I look at myself in the mirror. I go upstairs, and like my face it's like as red as my shirt.
Right.
So red.
Oh my gosh.
And Thomas said something to me like later on. He's like, "How was your ride?" I'm like, I looked like if there was a red Marvel character. Like that's
The
what it looked
Flash.
like. And he was like, I don't even know what that looked like. I was like, well, watch me the next time I get off the bike. That's what it would look like.
Give yourself a look.
And he goes, well, what would your superpower be? And I'm like, it would be shooting lasers from my eyes from the heat from my face. I was like, I knew it right away. I would just like burn things with my eyes because my head was so hot. I literally, you think you're going to die.
The daggers that are coming out of my eyeballs at you.
That's how hot I am. My face was bright red from
my
heat. It was
God.
horrible. So I'm hoping that I get better.
So you like Ghostface? Like, where he lights, like that's him, right? He goes on fire.
Is that what it is? Who?
Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
His head goes on fire.
Cool. I don't know. I'm not a big Marvel person, obviously.
Oh
but,
my God, that's so
it was anyway. I do. I like it. I think it's good. I'm excited to do the other stuff too. Like they have all the classes, yoga.
I was so upset. That was like my Christmas disappointment because I had asked for a Peloton tread.
Oh,
They have a treadmill version, and like all I saw on Instagram, Facebook, everything was like, join Peloton team, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I hate you, Peloton. I hate you. But then there was the tread, and I'm like, oh, this could be interesting.
right.
And
No. By the way, that's what my kid said. I was like, have you been on the Peloton? You wanted the we were really hoping for the Peloton tread. I'm like, shut up.
were they?
No,
oh my
they're
God,
nice.
they're
But
just
they
being
would not
little
get
stinkers.
And that's probably why you didn't get one, Sharon.
Yeah, Dan's like, no.
He's like, no. There's a Peloton right here. You're not on it.
Yeah.
So
100% his words.
I'm gonna buy you a Peloton tread.
100% his words.
We don't need
He's
another
like, no.
unused piece of exercise going.
Where are you gonna put it? And I'm
The
like,
curb. It's gonna be on. It's gonna end up on the curb with the rest of the Long Island stuff.
oh God.
Oh my God.
What is it? Curb alert.
Curb alert. So okay, I thought I want to play a little game with you.
Okay.
Because it was.
I love a good game.
I know. I don't know if you, I'm sure you'll get this reference, Sharon, but there was so much binge watching of television. Okay, right? Everybody watched every show that's ever existed.
Yes.
And it's winter, so people are going to keep watching it. So I thought we would give back to our fans, to the Hot Teas.
This is fun.
I thought we would pretend to be Siskel and Ebert. Does anyone know? Do you guys know who Siskel and Ebert are? See? Siskel and Ebert. No. Jesus. Chris is dead. You just killed Chris.
But they're mirrored off of Siskel and Ebert, those Muppets.
Are the Muppets mirrored off of Siskel and Ebert? The Muppets predate Siskel and Ebert, I think. Anyway, Siskel and Ebert were very, very famous movie critics.
Yes. The two old Muppets in the orchestra. Yeah, come on.
Chris is like,
Stop it. I'm going to look it up for you.
So Siskel and Ebert were like, so this was back in the day before social media where everybody was an expert and a critic of everything. You actually had legitimate people
Movie
that like
critics,
studied movies and were like knowledgeable. Anyway, so Siskel and Ebert would give their opinions. You don't always agree, but they both passed in weird ways. A long time ago. So I thought we would pretend to be Siskel and Ebert. So I'm going to go through a bunch of shows to see if you watch them and see what your opinion was. Okay.
I love it.
Okay. So first of all, I finished The Sopranos.
Oh, girl. Good.
Thomas is the only person in America that had not seen or heard about the finale of The Sopranos.
Okay, real quick.
Didn't even know, yeah.
The two Muppets are Statler and Waldorf.
Okay.
They're a pair of Muppet characters best known for their opinions and shared love of heckling.
Yes. I mean, we know the Muppets.
All right, but they're based off of Siskel and Ebert. Come on.
I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead.
But here's another thing. Did you know that Bert and Ernie, do you know where they're from?
Oh my God, I just heard this.
You know where Bert and Ernie's from? You know Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street?
They're from Wonderful World.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Thank you.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
Bert and Ernie were the cab driver and the police officer.
Yeah.
They're like, Bert, Ernie.
Yeah.
So just FYI, also some trivia for you on the side. So I'm with you on this. I'm with you. I'm vibing you, Sharon.
Thank you.
So Sopranos, amazing. Loved it. It got weird for a while and then it kind of came back right before the ending. But I even knew about the ending. Like everybody knows that ending.
Right.
It was like very controversial. But Thomas hadn't seen it or known anything about it. And Tom was like, what? Hit the ending. So it was great. It was good. I loved it.
Good.
I finished it. And there was a great article in Newsday that just over the holidays from Edie Falco.
Oh, I love her.
Talking about The Sopranos and how she had never watched the series. And she and her good friend who was Janice, the sister.
Yeah.
They're like best friends.
They
in real
never
life.
watched it?
They never watched it.
Why?
Right, because they were in it.
Okay.
So they didn't go back and watch it. So they were trying
I
to go
watch
back.
us every week.
I know.
Just saying.
Well,
I watch us every week.
right. So they went back to try to watch it, and she's like, I couldn't watch it because it was just too hard to watch Jim, James Gandolfini.
Mm-hmm.
But then she was like, the funny thing about him on set is that, he's constantly eating at the restaurant, all the pasta and everything. She's like, he was literally eating it.
He was
all
really
the
eating
time.
it. Yeah.
She's like, the rest of us, because there's multiple takes of everything,
Yeah.
the rest of us had like tricks not to eat it. She's like, nope. The ice cream, we had to keep refilling his ice cream. He ate everything in real life.
So funny.
She's like, he was like a 5-year-old, and she's like, we didn't really have a lot. We didn't really have a lot of interaction off the set. She's like, so when I was there on set, he was totally in character. He was Tony.
Oh my God. I think that's incredible how actors and actresses do that. Like Meryl Streep, like how she became, or anybody, they all do it.
Yeah.
They go into character.
Perfect that you said Meryl Streep.
Yes.
Did you see the next movie you want to talk about or show? It was a movie. Don't Look Up.
Yeah. What did you think?
I thought it was amazing. Have you guys seen Don't Look Up?
You thought it was amazing?
I loved it.
I was so pissed off at the end.
At the end? No, that's what's going to happen, Sharon.
I understand the concept. However, all of these incredible cast.
Yeah.
Incredible cast.
Yeah, no.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep.
Can't save the world.
Cannot save the world with his scientific, like, Chris made a point this morning talking about it. With he's like super science-y and global warming and all that. Do you know that about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, yeah.
So perfect casting for him.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, what was up with that hair? I don't care.
Know. So Howard Stern, you're Howard. And he hated it. He was like, he's like, how did they make Jennifer Lawrence look ugly?
Right.
Why?
She's gorgeous.
Just because she's a scientist.
But like, why do you got to shave her head? I don't understand.
The hair was stupid. But did you not love it?
No.
Oh my God.
No. I watched it over 2 nights. So I watched.
That's what Howard was like. I can only watch it 20 minutes because it was so annoying.
It was so annoying. So I stopped it, and then I said to Dan, I'm like, I watched half of it, whatever. He's like, watch it. It's really good. And I'm like, okay, give it the other half. And I'm like, I woke him up. I'm like, that was the stupidest ending. I was so mad and angry.
So you guys have seen it? Yeah. Yeah. You got to watch it. Okay. So I don't want to do any spoilers. Okay. Because people have not seen it. Don't look up. It's a what's it called? Like analogy with what we're going through today about science. Do you believe in science? Do you don't? How everything's politicized, how everything's like marketing. And even if you see something with your own eyes, someone's going to say, nope, you don't see that.
Right.
And, don't believe that. That's what they're tricking you to believe. And it's like, and you don't know who to believe today.
100%
even in what we're living in today. Exactly. There's so much confusion.
I wish Meryl Streep was our president. I'm just
I don't not that Meryl Streep, because she was like crazy.
Meryl Streep and Jonah Hill, their whole...
So Meryl Streep in the movie is basically like the female Trump character.
Yeah.
Right?
And Jonah Hill's her chief of staff.
He was hilarious.
But he was like, at one point, he was like, she's coming back. She's coming back.
Her son.
And like, she totally
he plays
doesn't
her son.
come back.
Oh my God. It is so... I thought it was really well done because it's so satirical was the word I'm looking for of the world that we're living in. It's a total satire. And yes, it's a political preachy thing.
Yeah.
And
it's funny because I did
it.
not go into it thinking that kind of mindset. It
Yeah.
wasn't thinking like that until we were talking about it this morning and you're talking about it now. But I still was just so angry.
I loved it.
Thing.
You guys got to watch it. Ugh. I think everyone should watch it.
Yeah,
Whether you
have
like
to watch
it or hate
because
it.
It's an incredible cast.
It's very timely with what we're going through as a society today. So I say, yes, this is why I knew we were going to be the perfect Siskel and Ebert because they never agreed.
Yes.
And you and I don't agree on a lot of, like, I'll be like, what is the show you're coming to watch?
I know.
Is a train wreck.
You got so mad at the other one.
What show was that? It was, the podcast one.
Yeah, that was an incredible cast too.
Okay, so Spider-Man.
I didn't watch it.
Okay. I'm not going to give any spoilers on it.
I heard it was like the best one though.
I haven't seen most of them probably. I haven't seen I'm not a big superhero.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
I loved Iron Man.
But it was so good. Like Robert Downey Jr. Come on. He's so clever.
Go wrong.
So we went and saw Spider-Man like the first week it came out in the theater. First movie I'd seen in the theater in 2 years.
Right.
Amazing. IMAX. I thought the movie was awesome. I highly recommend it. It was really good.
I heard it was like an incredible story.
Here's the deal. What I didn't miss, people in the movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
I am super spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. This woman, we were in the very back. We were in the second to last row. This woman behind us the whole time. Because it's in Queens. And it's like, she said, that's my high school. I went there.
Oh, my God. Shut up.
I did that. Oh, I know him. Oh, my God. And then somebody would come out and everybody would clap in the middle of it. I'm like, what the hell?
We're at a movie theater?
Shut up. Shh. Anyway, I was like, I'm just going to stream things from my house. I loved the movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
I was like, I missed you. It can't be. It
cannot. No.
Replaced.
No.
Anyway, so James Bond, I streamed from my house. Have you seen James Bond?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a James Bond fan.
Siskel,
so.
or I don't know if I'm Siskel or Ebert. I'm going to give it
Thumbs down. Okay.
Here's the deal. Daniel Craig. Whoa.
Well, hello, Daniel Craig.
He's got my favorite. He's my favorite James Bond. I
mine
think.
too. Yeah,
amazing.
And I've never even watched movies, but he's still my favorite.
I love him. I think he's awesome.
Me too.
And it was good. It was action packed. It was great. He was great. But I was kind of like the plot.
Yeah, I heard that, but it's like 4 hours long too, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it was long. Also, the next one, The Matrix.
What?
Resurrection.
What?
Did you see it?
New with Keanu?
What did you think, Chris?
What?
Did you think so?
I didn't even know that it came out.
Sharon.
Siskel, where are you?
Ebert. I don't know which one we are, but honestly.
I didn't know.
So we pre-gamed and watched The Matrix again.
Okay.
For the first time in forever. Matrix, amazing movie.
That is an amazing, yes.
Keanu Reeves, by the way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What he was, my kids were like, that he is hot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
welcome
yeah.
to the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome. And he still looks good. He still looks good
Our
in The Matrix.
bestie did like a whole
I
thing.
saw her dancing with him. I was like, she's got to come on here.
I
Drew
know.
Barrymore, if you're listening. Come on. She's all over
She's
Long Island.
always in Long Island.
What was what was that?
I was like,
It's Long Island.
because I said in instead of on, so I was trying to correct it.
Drew is the best Long Island example. She's fabulous, and I love her dancing. She looked hot dancing
But
with
why
Keanu.
was she on that? Why'd she have him on her show?
Because of The Matrix.
Okay.
Resurrection is a whole movie.
Because there's like a whole thing on her Instagram about like their past.
Yeah.
Did you watch Unbreakable or Unforgettable?
Oh, yeah.
Sandra Bullock?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
No. I have a lot of questions about the timeline.
Okay.
What'd you think?
I thought it was an incredible movie. It was really slow.
Oh, my God. I can't.
But the
Sharon.
ending was so worth it. Was it not?
No. The ending. I don't even remember that. I couldn't get past the fact Sandra Bullock is how old?
I don't know.
She's
50?
over 50.
Yeah.
In the movie,
She looks haggard.
she's got she's been in prison for 20 years, and she's got a 15-year-old sister.
Oh.
How
right.
old are you? I mean, Sandra,
But
I
did
love
she
you,
do
and
the
you
20
look
years?
good.
Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, but she would have been 30 then when she went away, or at least even if she's trying to pretend to be 40.
But I don't think she did the 20 years.
She did
got
do the
out
20. But even if you did 20 years, even if you went away for 20 years, she doesn't have a 15-year-old sister when
Right.
she gets out of prison.
She's got a 35-year-old sister.
Yeah, and she would have been 20 or 30, which she would have been in charge. Like, she was trying to be a teenager.
That's true. Okay, I get it. All right.
I'm sorry,
picking up
Sandra,
what
you're
putting
trying
down.
to be a teenager in the movie?
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, she looks good, but
Even Haggard in that movie, like she's a construction worker, like
trying to pose as a teenager?
in the beginning.
Come on.
We would have never picked that up.
Listen, I'm telling you it's true. All right, we're going over time a lot. But,
Okay.
But real quick, so what I'm watching now, okay, now, currently binging, Yellowstone.
Okay, so I hear this is binge worthy.
Bree is freaking out.
Bree's back. Hey, Bree.
Love Yellowstone.
I hear this, and like, have you seen the TikToks where they're like, "My wife wants a cowboy because she's watching Yellowstone."
I
so they
swear
like
to God.
walk in.
Last night, I was like watching it, and I'm like, poor Thomas, because I'm like, Jesus, can we talk about Kevin Costner?
I didn't watch it yet.
He's
What are you watching it on
66.
though? Because what's Peacock? I don't
Don't
get
even get me started.
Where do you find it? I don't know.
We had to get like Paramount Plus or Peacock. It's so stupid.
You can't get it on cable?
No, you can.
Okay.
It's on regular cable, but then you have to like, I don't know how to get it. You have to watch all
Okay.
the commercials, and it's like weird. So I couldn't deal. We tried to watch one.
I think they're streaming the first season on Netflix now.
It was, I freaked out when we tried to watch one of the commercials. I'm like, this is going to take me 5 years to watch this show.
Yes.
Catch
Yeah.
up.
Like getting past the commercials.
So, yeah.
Did you ever watch season 2 of not Yellowstone, Morning Show?
Oh my God, yes.
You did? What did you think?
It was good.
It was good, right?
It was good. You're right. I had to take a pause. Did you see the episode that they tried to cram in every
Yes,
single
and it was super annoying.
social justice thing that happened in 2020?
Yes.
And one, I was like, stop it. At the end, I loved it. I
It
loved
was
it.
so good, right?
It was so good. I was like, Jennifer Aniston, girl.
I wanted to talk about it with somebody because nobody watches it.
Oh, I watched
feel like,
it.
I was like, thank God, because Steve Carell.
It was great. I love the morning. So I can't believe, I was like, this is how it ends?
I know.
Oh no, I loved it.
It was awesome.
That one episode almost turned me off, but then I came back to it.
Yep.
And it was so good. I loved it because it's about COVID and how people were, and it's so funny because you're watching them and at the beginning of COVID in New York City, and no one's wearing masks even when it's out. People are like starting to die, and everyone's like, it's like us probably.
Yeah.
You know, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
We're fine.
We're good.
No problem. So Yellowstone, I call Yellowstone like the Sopranos of Montana.
That's what a lot of people say. It's like Sopranos, but like Cowboy
really?
World. Yeah. A lot of people say that.
I thought I made that up. It's I thought I came up with that.
Maybe it was you that said it. I don't know.
Nope. But I'm glad to hear.
So funny.
I feel validated.
Yeah,
it's fine.
totally. I hear it's like that's 100%
Very
what it
much.
is. Yeah.
Very much. And Montana looks beautiful, by the way.
Have you ever been?
No.
Yeah, me either. But a lot of people go to like Jackson Hole.
Yeah. It's it's pretty good. I like it. I recommend it. It's interesting. It's not perfect. So last night we started watching one of my favorite longtime shows, The Amazing Race.
Oh.
I mean, we're in the travel industry.
Yeah, I know.
I love. Okay, so you might want to give this season a try because so they just. I think they start filming it and then COVID happens and then they stopped it and they must have come back and finished it now.
Okay.
But the cool thing is they have all these teams, right? And they go on these races around the world. If you have not watched The Amazing Race, it's amazing, and I love Phil, the host.
Okay.
Especially now that Chris Harrison, my other favorite host, is like gone. I'm like, at least there's Phil. Phil's still around. I love him. But the teams this year are so awesome. So it's the two, like the Marines that caught the terrorists on the train that they made the movie about.
Oh my God.
15, 17, whatever in France. Those two heroes that like found the terrorist was about to kill everyone on that train.
Right.
So it's the Marines. It's the social media family, the ones that come up with all the like
The dances and stuff.
the holiday jammies and all that. They're on there. The parents.
Oh my God.
It's this one guy that was like wrongfully convicted for 10 years, and then like
got released on.
he's like turns out his case was overturned. He's
Oh,
fine.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, famous. A couple flight attendants. A great cast.
I love it. Okay, so I'll watch it.
It's so good. And plus, I love watching. They're in London, and you get to see. It's just such a great.
Can you watch it on demand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on. Yeah, because it's on. I forget what show. It's
I think it's NBC or something.
Anyway, yeah. So the first episode was this week, so you're not too far behind. First of all, so it's funny. Last night, our kids were like, "You and Thomas should go on The Amazing Race."
Oh my God.
And our daughters were, because you have to do something like have a viral video, right? So Kenzie was like, "We should do a video if you guys want to go on The Amazing." I'm like, "Honey, America would hate me." Okay,
Why?
America would hate your mother.
Why?
Sharon.
No, they wouldn't.
They would love Thomas.
Oh my God.
He would be amazing, and I would, because I don't do well, like, you know me.
Yeah, you're super competitive.
I'm very competitive, and also I have a very short temper. Like, if you don't do the puzzle right, if you don't do anything right, I'm like, I can't with you. And even Thomas last night was
like that with Thomas, though? I don't think you are.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm like, first of all, they were doing a puzzle last night, and Thomas was like, this is when you'd be like, I'm going to go to the pub and have a beer, finish this up.
Yeah,
Tell me when it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I can't.
Oh my God, so funny.
Yeah. And I was like, you would be honking at everyone in London, okay? Because this honking thing that he has isn't driving. Anyway, I was like, no, we cannot ever go on The Amazing Race.
What about like Survivor?
No, God, no. Anything, where you can't eat and you have to like fight for your food? No. That sounds horrible.
All right.
That's what I said. So we were talking about like challenge the Amazing Race, and Kenzie's like, oh, you would quit the first rappel or like, you know, whatever challenge. I'm like, Kenzie, I trapezed. I was like a member of the circus the first time. Okay, I can do that stuff. Eating challenges and anything to do with bugs.
Yeah, no.
Out.
Quit.
I'm done.
Done. Gotta go.
I quit.
Not
I don't need
happening.
to do this. Oh, you can't pay me
No.
enough. Okay, so that said, any other shows that you want to talk about?
No. I don't think
That was
so.
a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So this is what we're in for. We're gonna guide you through the winter.
Yeah.
With these
Snuggle
shows.
up.
I didn't even talk
We're
about I haven't
Netflixing and
even
chilling.
touched The Bachelor. You know, because first of all, there's a new host of The Bachelor.
Did you watch it?
Yeah,
Isn't somebody from The Bachelor from Long Island?
she's already out
Oh, already? Well, how many episodes were there?
for one.
Oh, she's like, bye. All right.
She's out. She was actually. It didn't say Long Island on the show. She's actually a master's student at Yale. Lawyer.
Wow.
She's amazing.
Okay.
No, The Bachelor. I'm not sure. I'm vibing with it. And
yeah.
the new host.
And you love that show.
I did love that show years ago.
Yeah.
It jumped the shark.
Yeah.
As soon as they were like, the women are bullying me because
Yeah.
they're calling themselves varsity and we're junior varsity. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
that's the whole
Stop.
show.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. You know what show I love? Anytime, any day is The Shark.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
love
good.
that show.
It's interesting. It's
I
good.
could, that's like my kill time.
Yeah, that's a great show because there's so much creativity and invention. That's
Yeah.
a good one. Okay, you're like wholesome, and I'm like The Bachelor.
No, I'm not normally.
Real high.
Not normally.
Okay, so we're excited about a lot coming up this
We
season,
are.
this year.
Yeah, welcome back to a new season.
So we have some great guests already poised.
yes, I'm
the show?
super excited for them.
And by the way, I have a whole bunch of articles that I've been pulling out of the paper. Wait till next week.
Yeah.
When you tune in next week, I'm going to read you some articles that were
wait.
in Newsday in the Long Island newspaper.
I love it.
Going to blow your mind.
Yeah, we're super excited about our new employee.
Yes, she's here today.
Justine. Whoop, whoop.
She's sitting here. She's like,
We asked her to join us so
Yes.
she can hear in.
yeah. So Justine did. I wouldn't say her last name because like
You know, yeah.
stalkers.
Yeah,
you know,
weird.
But I won't say her last name. But Justine came to us from Nassau County, and before that, she was with a major agency in New York City,
Yeah,
tourism
and we
agency.
I'm so excited to have her.
And you know what? You know what her big claim to fame is?
New York Jets
Cheerleader.
cheerleading.
Yeah. New York Jets cheerleader.
Yeah.
Did you watch? And you know,
Sorry, Justine.
she's dead. She's over. She
dead.
can't take it. But so we're excited about Justine and our not only because she's a Jets cheerleader and we love the Jets, but
because she's got an incredible background.
also the
and-
Jets like pretty much made a key player quit. Did you see that?
Yes.
Antonio
Yeah,
Brown
yeah. Do
literally
you see
took his
all the
shirt off and
memes? Like,
ran off
he's
the
like-
stage. And we won't talk about the Jets
Yeah.
game. So we've got a lot in store for you.
But wait, can we
Yeah.
just mention one thing?
Yeah.
Betty White.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I'm at New Year's. I'm like, and I see her face on screen. I'm like, did Betty White die?
yeah.
And I'm like, you know, everybody was hyping up her 100th birthday. Good for her that went out New Year's
Went
Eve.
out with a bang.
Love her.
She's like, I'm out.
Icon.
Yeah.
Icon.
Oh, but like 16 or 17 days before her 100th birthday.
I know.
So sad.
Yeah, well, it's not sad. Like stop hyping
no,
someone's 100th
right.
birthday, first of all.
You're right. You know what? She lived a
We're
very
all
long,
lucky to
good
be
life.
like whatever age we are today. You
Yeah.
never know what tomorrow
Oh
holds.
my
Like,
God,
come on,
yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I loved her. She was. She gave us a lot of joy and fun, and
Yeah.
she blazed a trail. We love that Betty White. We have a lot of teasers. We check out Long Island TV where we cover a brand new spa at
Oh
Garden
my
City Hotel.
gosh. The girls came back telling stories. I can't wait to see this episode.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of stuff for you to do in January when it's cold on Long Island coming
Yeah.
up, and we've got some new workouts for you. Also,
I'm so excited for those.
Yeah, so we have a
I
bunch
feel
of
like
stuff
we
for the
should
next
do one
episode.
of those. Like on air. I don't know.
Oh my god, like the aerial yoga, like
That
the
would be, come on.
Imagine.
It'd be fun.
I don't know. Okay, well maybe.
Anyway.
but we can't drink wine if we do that. So
Right.
never mind.
Forget it.
It's out. Okay, so thank you so much for coming back.
Yes.
And for everybody
Hot
who's part of the
Teas.
team Hot Teas, we love you, and make sure
Happy
you tune
New
in.
Year.
Happy New Year.